Eskişehir'den selamlar, sevgiler değerli takipçilerimiz. Final maçı az sonra başlayacak. Oyuncuların gözlük kontrolleri yapılıyor. Zorlu maçların sonunda finaldeyiz. Gururluyuz. Bu maçı da alarak bir kupaya daha imza atmak istiyoruz. Türkiye İSRAİL Berlin Cup finalindeyiz.
Welcome everybody. Last day of day 3.
Siyah sarı formalarımızdayız.
Berlin, Sportforum Hohenschönhausen, Wanda Global Nations Cup 2025.
Fatma Gül,
And we have the gold
Reyhan
match in
ve
the women's
Ümran
tournament.
üçlüsüyle
On our left
sahadayız.
side in the light blue jerseys, there's Israel and the white numbers. And on the right in the black jerseys and the gold numbers there is
İsrail'de öne çıkan isimler
short look about
Roni
the starting
ve
lineup
Lihi.
of both teams. We see
Onlara eşlik edecek olanlar Selsebel
Yılmaz, Rayhan, so not
ve
really a surprise there on the Turkish side. And the numbers of Israel is quite
onların da bir
harder.
kadrosunu
I
görelim.
think I'll see left Ben David.
Evet, öne çıkan
and
isimleri
right
demiştik. Roni ve Lihi,
Ohayon
Selsebel
at center.
ve
Could be Barnita.
Heydes Şira eşlik
I
ediyorlar.
can't see it, yeah.
5
Could
oyuncuyla
be Barnita, but
sahadalar.
now
Şimdi
first
ilk
throw
atışımız
by the
geliyor.
Turkish and it's
İlk
blocked out.
golümüz
And
gelmiyor.
the 10 is there, yeah. Hadas Barnita
İlk atış geldi, ilk gol
Lee
gelmedi.
Ben David with the number 6. And right next to me is Amanda Dennis, our expert for this game, and you played a couple of
Evet,
times
Roni'yi
against
görüyoruz
those teams.
bir numaralı
Beat them down with
bölgede.
the first throw,
Onun
it's blocked out.
atışları
Those teams. What are
Fatma
the
Gül'den
points
blockout.
to win for each team?
For Israel, it will be their defense, and for Turkey, it
5
will be
numaralı
the offense to
formasıyla
be able
Roni
to score
bir
on
numaralı
Israel. I
bölgedeydi.
think Israel
Fatma
has
Gül'ün karşısına atışı
more
Roni'de kalıyor.
offense than Turkey has with Lihi Ben David on the court.
Lihi'yi görüyorum.
So now Lehi Ben David goes
Lihi Ben
to
David
the half left.
5 numaralı bölgede.
Spins, throws,
Atış
bounces to the right,
çapraza.
but Yilmaz works
Reyhan
hard
iyi
to
müdahale.
the outside line. Gives the ball to Rayhan. Rayhan
Şimdi
with the
Ümran,
shot.
Ümran'ın
Ohayon
atışı
is there, the right winger.
Roni'de kaldı.
And she
Lihi de o
starts with the
bölgedeydi.
throw to the left corner.
Roni'nin
Güler,
atışı,
Yilmaz blocks it out.
Reyhan'ın
Again,
müdahalesi, blockout.
the Turkish side you see is a set more offense. This is also
Gol
because
gol kadınlarda
their
İsrail
best player
Türkiye mücadeleleri,
Sefta Noluk
müsabakaları
is not-
hep ilgi
Yeah,
çekmiştir.
she's not here.
not here.
Exactly.
And so a lot
Hep de almışızdır.
throws have to
İşte
be taken
Fatma
by
Gül'ün out'a giden
right winger
şutu.
Güler and also the center Yilmaz.
And these teams know each other really well. The thing is like when Israel gets scored on by Turkey,
Güvenimiz
it's
sonsuz size
generally
kızlar, altın
by
kızlar.
Sevda Altunaluk.
And now the first goal is here.
Ve
Exactly.
Cross ball
ben
from
tam
Lehi
bu
Ben
cümleyi
David.
kurarken
The corner was open and she finds it
Lihi'nin
and brings the ball in.
atışı
1-0 the score now for
kafalarımızda
Israel here after 58
1-0
seconds played.
gerideyiz.
Yeah. I am
Sabah
not
da
surprised, I
1-0
have to
geriye
say.
düşmüştük. Olsun,
Now
canınız
Güler
sağ
from the
olsun.
right side.
Şimdi
With the throw
Fatma
up
Gül'ün
in the air,
atışı,
blockout.
seken top
All right.
Barnitz on there with a block.
olmadı.
And that shot that Ben David did is exactly one of the
Haydi
shots that can
Heydes'i
score
görüyorum
on Turkey.
orta oyuncular
Uh,
olarak.
You see that
Şimdi top Lihi'nin
that one
ellerinde.
player Rayhan is
Lihi
being
karşısına
covered actually
oynuyor.
a lot by
Fatma
their
Gül de
center,
kalıyor.
but the center
Reyhan
can't get all the way over to
kontrol
the
etti.
sideline to help her.
Now from the right side, Güler with
Fatma
the throw,
Gül'ün
but
atışı,
David stands up
Lihi.
quickly, hands the ball to Ohayon. Roni Ohayon from the half left.
Roni,
with a bounce
Roni'nin
ball,
atışı,
kicked out
Fatma
by
Gül'den
Yilmaz.
blockout.
Yilmaz.
Fatma Gül, Reyhan
They have
ikilisi.
their first names
Hatta
on their back, so
Bütün kızlarımız ortaydı.
Ümran
Şimdi
has
Ümran'ın
Ümran on their
ellerinde
back,
top.
so Rayhan is her family name.
Interesting.
Now
Ümran
the
atışı,
ball brought back because we also have Rayhan and
Heydes'te
Fatma
kaldı.
on the back of the other players.
Ondan
but the
Lihi'ye,
next
Lihi'nin topu Reyhan'da.
bounce ball, the next shot, Yilmaz brings it back. And Güler with a throw. There's Barnitsa.
Karşılıklı ataklar.
Barnitsa runs to the own goal to Ohayon.
Şimdi Roni, Reyhan.
Sorry for that. And now Güler from the right side with the throw, and Barnica with the block to the left side. So that with the names was just because we were
Hades
talking in the
karşıladı.
semifinals. Rayhan Yilmaz and
Şimdi Lihi
Umar Rayhan,
golün
how we
sahibiydi.
call them, and we were not quite sure what's the first, what's the last name by number 6. But now Güler from the right
Fatma
side
Gül.
with the throw.
Fatma
and it's
Gül'ün
blocked
atışı
by Ohayon.
Ronnie'de
She
kaldı.
finds the ball,
Hades'ten second
takes
top.
the next shot from the half right to the left.
Ronnie'nin
and Güler's
çaprazı
there.
Fatma Gül.
And we have an equipment check asked on
1-0 gerideyiz. Ama iddialıyız.
Israeli side. Yeah, Ohayon is having trouble with
Şimdi
this.
top
with her
İmran'ın
shoelaces.
ellerinde.
Gonna need that tape.
Because you didn't want to bind your shoelaces, you taped them.
No, our trainer taped it for me. They just came untied all the time. So clearly I'm not a proficient shoe tire, but now I have all these knots and it just stays that way.
So they are
Bir hakem
they
molası var
got
şu
tired
anda.
of tying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Artık
They
sorun
they
nedir
were done
bilmeyiz.
with it for the day. So
Top
yeah,
İmran'ın
during the
ellerinde.
London 2012 Paralympics, I had my shoes tied the entire time. I never tied my shoes the whole Paralympic Games, so they had to stay like that.
Pile işareti gelecek.
And now there was a short clarification. They didn't explain
Şimdi
why.
Ümran
Now the ball is going
Ümran'ın
from
atışı.
the Australian side. Ohayon
Son
blocks the
anda
ball. Gives it to
Ronnie.
Lihi Ben David from the half right. She spins hard to the
Lihi
corner.
karşısına oynuyor.
It goes.
Out.
You saw it was
Lihi
something that she was concerned
bir
about this
numaralı
time. She
bölgeye
just
gelmişti.
kicked her feet over
Atışını
to that line to try to make sure
gerçekleştirdi.
it doesn't go in, but they were wide
Takriben
open
böyle
still.
2 ile 3
So.
arasından.
And now Güler from the left side.
Şimdi bizim
Left hand ball
atışımız
line. It's
yine
running very fast. Ohayon now
Hades'ten
finds the ball at the end.
sekti. Ronnie'de
Starts
kaldı.
from the half left with the throw to the right corner, and there's Rayhan.
Ümran
Blocks it out,
block out.
and Rayhan now going to the left post.
2,5 dakika geride kaldı.
Rolls, and the ball
Atışımız
is blocked out by Ohayon.
son anda out.
Not controlled the first time, but then it went out of bounds. And Lihi Ben David.
Yavaş
from the
yavaş
right to the
heyecanlanıyor
left,
artık.
Going back
Top
after
Lihi'nin
that ball
ellerinde.
from Ohayon from the half left with the throw to the corner.
Lihi'nin atışı
Rayhan's there,
İmran.
blocks it out with her knees.
I think it's time for them to go for
İyiyiz
something else
kızlar.
for a little while.
Şimdi Reyhan açılışımızı yapacak.
With the bouncing ball
Reyhan'ın
that
atışı
stands
Lihi'de
out,
kaldı.
quick
Onun
shot,
hızlı hücumu
down the line,
Fatma
Güler's there.
Gül.
And
Reyhan'ın da desteğiyle
from the right side, Güler.
Ceren'in sesini duyuyorum oradan güçlü diye Fatma Gül'ün atışı.
And
Hades'te kaldı. Ondan Ronnie'ye. Ronnie'nin atışı. Reyhan önüne blokladı. Sonra kontrol etti. Ümran. Ümran'ın atışı out. Ümran sürekli bir numaralı direkt dibini zorluyor.
Ball's being dropped back into play on the right side for Israel. Handed off to Lihi Ben David.
İsrail karşısında 1-0
Ben David
gerideyiz.
will stay.
Top Lihi'nin ellerinde.
She throws down the
Lihi.
line, but just blocked out
5
by
numaralı direkt
Rayhan.
dibini hedefledi. Az farklı out.
That was close. And
It
now
was.
Güler
Şimdi
from the left
Fatma
side
Gül.
with a next
Fatma
attempt.
Gül'ün
The
atışı.
ball goes to Ohayon. Nearly slipped through. but
Ronnie
Ohayon
son
stayed
anda
out
kontrol
defense.
etti.
And with Ben David, the
Lihi.
next throw down to the gap.
Lihi
But
Ben
Yilmaz
David.
with the block to the neutral zone. She
Reyhan.
finds the ball, pass back to Güler.
Kaybol çizgisinin
Güler
önünde
with
kontrol
the next
ediyor.
throw.
Fatma Gül'e
Down
bıraktı.
to
Onun
the gap, but
atışı.
there's Barnica with the block over. Ball over because
Ball over
he went through
oldu.
neutral zone, then left out of bounds.
Hades'ten second top.
And the ball handed over and Ryan
7.55 ilk yarıda kalan süre.
left spot.
Top şimdi Ümran'da.
Spins, throws, and the
Ümran'ın
ball
atışı.
bounces from the
Blok.
chest of Oyan.
Ronnie'den
Blocked
blok
out.
geldi.
Ball doesn't have like as much speed or topspin as goalers throw.
Şimdi Ronnie.
Oyan from half right with the next throw to Güler.
Ronnie'nin atışı. Fatma Gül.
She's there, catches the ball
Bir numaralı direkt dibinde.
from the half right now with the throw.
Fatma
Was
Gül
out of
karşısına oynuyor.
bounds. And we told you that she
Lihi.
was in the semi-final doing the knee protection away. Now she
Lihi
just
4
has one
numaralı
knee protector
bölgede.
on her right knee. Now Ben David with the shot.
Lihi'nin
Rayhan
atışı
helps out
Reyhan'dan
for
geçti.
Yilmaz.
Ümran'da
Catches the
kaldı.
ball. Rayhan with the shot. Long
Şimdi
ball.
Ümran'ın
Long ball.
atışı long ball.
High bouncing ball. Long ball by Rayhan. And now the chance for Lihi Ben David. What's his sweet spot?
Her sweet spot? It really depends on who the
Penaltı
defender is, I
kullanacak
think. So
İsrail,
I think that their
1-0
coaches give them
önde.
a decent amount of information. So she can shoot both sides.
Top Lihi'nin ellerinde.
I
Golü
think
de o atmıştı.
when I played with Lihi, she always asked me, what do you think, left or right?
Lihi 3 numaralı bölgede.
Slightly behind there's Rayhan.
Al onu kızım.
Slightly to the right. Also Ben David runs, throws right corner.
Out!
She had that whole
5
side
numaralı direk
too.
dibini
That's right.
hedefledi
The
Lihi
ball was
ama
so fast.
top
Rayhan
dışarıda.
didn't really react on
Bizim
this
için
ball
bir
at all.
şans
It could have been
anı.
anywhere on the
Molamız
court.
geldi.
It really could have been anywhere. I think Turkey's going to call a timeout now.
Direkt
In the
diplerine
timeout,
sahip
their coach is
çıkmamız
probably going to
gerekiyor.
tell Rayhan to calm down a bit. She, I would say, is not the top scorer for
Mücadele.
their team in this tournament. She probably hasn't scored so much, and so she needs to focus on her defense and let the throwers throw.
7-28 ilk
You
yarıda
know,
kalan süre.
and then for Israel, they have
1-0
several
gerideyiz.
opportunities, but I think they need to start
Beraberliği
mixing up
sağlayıp
their throws. They're
öne
throwing a lot just
geçmemiz
at the one
gerekiyor
person.
artık.
And I think that if they start focusing and moving the ball all around the court, they'll get their opportunity again to get the ball in the goal.
Güler for
Evet,
Turkey has the
yorgunuz.
ball back
Dün
in
gece
her
geç
hands.
saatlerde
7:26 to go.
maçtan
First half,
çıktık. Sabah
1-0 the score for Israel.
1,5 saat süren bir
And
uzatmaların, penaltıların olduğu bir maç vardı. Yarı final maçı Kore ile.
play from the right
Şimdi
side.
Fatma
Güler
Gül.
with the spin, with the throw,
Fatma
and
Gül'ün
that's
atışı.
blocked by Ohayan. Ohayan takes the ball
Seken
herself.
top.
No, gives it to Ben
Ronnie'de
David.
kaldı. O Lihi'ye bıraktı.
David
En iyi
with the
şutörleri.
next shot hard to
Lihi'nin
Yilmaz.
atışı.
Can catch the ball.
Reyhan'da kalıyor.
Will take the next shot herself from the half left. Yilmaz with a shot to the
Reyhan,
right side. Ben David
Lihi.
steps up quickly, but then
Lihi Ben David.
takes her time, goes over to the half right.
Şimdi o
With a
2
shot
numaralı
down the
bölgeye
line
geldi.
and
5'i
Rayhan
zorladı.
stays their feet at the
Derya
outside line.
sektirmedi bile. Pardon Ümran.
With the
Ümran.
shot and Ohayan's
Ümran'ın
there.
atışı.
Helps out for
Arkada kaldı top
Barnitsan
ama
and
kontrol
Ohayan
ettiler.
from the half left.
Şimdi
To the
Ronnie.
left, blocked out.
Fatma Gül blockout.
You see now how Rayhan came out of the timeout.
6:43
Really not a
kalan
lot of
süre ilk
oomph on the ball
yarıda.
after that. She's
1-0
not
gerideyiz.
throwing it into
İşte
the ground
Fatma
as
Gül'ün
much.
müthiş
Probably got a little
kurtarışı
talking to after the penalty.
ekranlara geldi.
Now,
Şimdi o kurtarışın üzerine güzel bir
starting
gol
to
gider
left,
mi?
gets Güler with the
Fatma
throw.
Gül.
It's kicked out of bounds, but it will
Heydes
beat the ball over.
blokluyor.
I like the word not much oomph on the ball.
Yeah, not a lot of oomph.
Bolover
Germany we
oldu.
say a little bit more schmackes.
Ümran o bölgede
So more power in the ball.
kendi alanına taşıdı.
Amanda Dennis wants to see.
Ümran'ın atışı
This one is
Heydes'ten
defended
sekti.
by Ohayan. Ben
Ronnie'de
David
kaldı.
goes
O Lihi'ye
to the
bıraktı.
half
Lihi
left,
kendi
runs,
bölgesinde.
throws down the line.
Atışı
Güler
Fatma
stands up.
Gül'de.
Quick
Fatma
shot by
Gül'den bir
her
hızlı
to
hücum.
Barnitsan stands up
Heydes'i
quickly, gives the ball
geçmedi.
to Ohayan. And Ohayan from the middle with the throw.
Şimdi
to the
İsrail
gap.
atağı
Güler is
Fatma
there.
Gül.
And
Fatma Gül çaprazları
Güler, the
dene
ball
Fatma
was
Gül.
Kamen Güler now with the
Fatma
next
Gül'ün
shot.
atışı
Barnitsan with the block to the
Heydes'te.
midfield zone. Chases the ball, gets
Şimdi
the ball,
kontrol etti.
pass back.
Lihi'ye bıraktı.
Ben David with the bounce. And
Lihi'nin
Rayhan
atışı
catches the ball.
Ümran'da.
And Yilmaz
Şimdi
takes the
Reyhan
shot
atacak.
from the left post with the spin to Ben
Reyhan'ın
David. Ben
çaprazı
David stands up quickly and
etkisiz
then
kaldı.
comes to
Lihi
the
Ben
half
David.
right, down the line, out.
O yine 5 numaralı direkt dibini zorladı. Yine out.
And so Rayhan
Outlardan
next shot.
kurtulama
5 minutes,
Lihi.
40 seconds to
Şimdi
go.
Ümran.
And down the line,
Ümran'ın
Ohayan
atışı
can
sekmedi.
secure the ball for
Ronnie'de
Israel.
kaldı.
And from the right post, Ohayan with the shot to the left
Ronnie'nin
side.
atışı
Yilmaz
da
works over there. Gives them the
Reyhan'da.
ball to Güler. Fatma Güler
Şimdi
from the half
Fatma
left.
Gül 4
With the
numaralı
spin,
bölgeden
with the throw,
atışını
and
gerçekleştiriyor.
Barnitsan with the block to the neutral
Heydes'te
zone,
kalan
finds the
top.
ball, runs back to the goal, gives it to Ben David. On Ben David with the
Şimdi
bounce
Lihi,
ball and then elevates
Lihi'den
Yilmaz into the
Reyhan'a
air
gelen
with the
top.
legs, blocks the ball, pass to Güler. Güler with a quick shot now.
Şimdi Fatma
And
Gül
Ben David has problems to secure
Lihi'nin
the ball.
ayaklarında.
Barnitsan finds the ball, brings it back, passes it back. Now she throws it out of bounds.
Oh.
Dışarı
Goes
bırakıyorlar.
over hip.
Heydes topu aldı, alanına geri getirdi.
Right, but
Lihi
there's
kontrol
a barrier
edemeyince
between
tekrar
the
ona geçti o
audience
da
and
hemen kenara
the
bıraktı.
Was over the hip. Now we have a technical timeout equipment check.
Şimdi gözlük
For
kontrol
Barnitsa.
yapılıyor
Okay,
onun.
yeah, it was over. It was kind of that way, but it was over hip height. But the audience is very far away, so I could highly doubt that they would call
4.58
the
ilk yarıda
unsporting
kalan
conduct
süre.
on that. If it was towards the table,
1-0
absolutely.
Okay,
gerideyiz.
so this was the
Geriden
difference,
gelmeyi
the
severiz.
difference to Eliana Mason, I think.
Yep.
She pushed it out or threw it out at the table side.
Yes, exactly. The actual rule is 29.9, and 29.9 states that I
Yumran'ın
actually have it here.
ellerinde
Well, I'll tell us when we have
işaret
another
geldi.
break.
Rayhan with the bounce.
Onun
and
atışı
out.
ve
Goal!
gol!
And
Aydes'ten sekti. Müdahale
flip by
edemediler.
Yilmaz after that.
Bakın
Celebrating.
güzel
That's,
oldu bu.
normal.
Tebrikler
So
Ümran.
29.9 says that any
Beraberliği
throwing of the ball out
sağladık.
of play over hip height towards the official's table side or the audience or over the
4.53
crossbar
kalan
of their
süre.
own goal will be considered as unsporting conduct.
Şimdi
And
Lihi,
David with a
Lihi'den
throw.
seken top, Reyhan'dan seken top
now
önüne
has it.
düştü. Lihi'nin atışında
4:45
Fatma
to
Gül.
go.
İkinci gelsin kızım.
And Güler with the
Heydes'te
throw.
kalan
Barnitsa
top.
gets the ball back
Heydes.
to Ohayan.
Evet. Roni atsın.
Ronnie Ohayan from the middle
Roni'nin
to the left.
atışı
Güler is
Fatma
there.
Gül'de kalıyor.
Güler stands up.
Fatma Gül.
Fatma Güler
At
with
artık.
the
Fatma Gül'ün
throw,
atışı.
but when David gets up
Lihi Ben
fast
David
again,
de
and she spins the throws
o
down the
karşısına
line.
oynuyor.
and
Fatma
there
Gül.
is
Çok
Güler.
rahat kontrol etti. Yine
That's the ball
Ümran
to
geldi o
Rayhan,
bölgeye.
left winger
Aldı.
from
Kendi
the half
alanına
left
taşıdı.
again.
Üçe
Fake attempt on the
Üçten
other side.
atışı.
Ohayan can secure the ball
Roni'de kalıyor.
from the half left now. Ohayan to the left
Roni'nin
side.
4'ten
out of
atışı
bounds.
out.
Yeah, and just to
outları hep
make this
yapın.
clear, the audience is sitting nearly 10 meters away.
0.5 ilk yarıda
there
kalan
was
süre.
no audience danger with this one, so everything
Exactly.
is fine.
Exactly.
Rakiplerini
Good
çok
that I'm
zorluyorlar.
commentating, I'm not officiating this match
Gül.
because otherwise there would have been a penalty. So great
Şimdi
that
Fatma Gül'ün
the officials
atışı
made the right call there.
Heydes'ten
And on
sekmedi.
the left side now, Ben David
Lihi,
has the ball
Ben
in
David.
and starts from the left side. Bounce ball
Onun
and then
atışı
up in the air, kicked
Reyhan.
out by Yilmaz.
Ah.
She was
Havada blokluyor.
standing on one hand.
Yep.
The
Yep.
rest of the body was in the air and she kicked it out. Great athleticism here by Rayhan Yilmaz.
Şimdi
Now
Ümran'ın
Rayhan
atışı
run with the
Ronnie
next
de.
throw. Ohayan
Ronnie
now
dörtten
back
atıyor.
and Yilmaz kicks it out.
Reyhan'dan seken top blokout. 3.37 kalan süre 1-1'lik eşitlik.
And
Demiştim
Güler
geriden gelmeyi
comes to the
severiz diye.
half
Şimdi öne
left.
geçme zamanı, atışımız geldi.
Barnitsa is there.
Heydes'te kalan
Barnitsa
top.
pass back to Lihi
Ondan
Ben David.
Lihi'ye.
Ben David from the half right with the spin hard down
Lihi'nin
the line.
atışı
and
Derya.
connects.
İmran.
Stuck of
İmran'ın
Rayhan.
kontrolü.
with the
Şimdi bir de
next
atışı
bounce,
geldi.
Ohayan.
Yine
Half
rolünde
side for
kaldı.
Barnitsa and Ohayan from the middle. Going to the half left.
Ronnie
Nearly
4'ten
touched
atışını
Barnitsa.
yaptı.
There at the
Fatma
post.
Gül'den
post out.
direkten dönen
Post.
top. Fatma Gül'e temas etti mi bilmiyorum ama bizim için şanslandı.
It'll make them think a
Önemli
little
olan da
bit that
bu.
the ball hit the post. I mean, I like that they're spreading the ball out more. It's less predictable for everybody on court, which is great. For Turkey. Oh,
And Turkey now has the ball
Şimdi
from the half
Fatma
right.
Gül
Güler with
atışını
the throw.
gerçekleştirdi.
Barnitsa is there.
Heydes'te kaldı
Barnitsa
yine.
hands the ball to Ben David. Ben David from the half
Lihi.
left with the throw. Bounce
Lihi'nin
on the line. And
atışı
there's again this
Reyhan yine havada blokluyor.
kicked block there by
Atışını
Yilmaz.
da
Yilmaz
yapacak.
from the half right. Down the
Reyhan'ın
line.
atışı
There's Ben David.
Lihi'de kaldı.
Ben
Lihi'de.
David comes over to the half right. She spins, she throws down the
Onun
line. Rayhan
çaprazı
with the block to the neutral zone.
Ümran.
Yilmaz has the ball now. Now it's ball over because it slips out of bounds.
Blokout yaptık ama top karşıya geçti. Duran topu dışarıya
We
attığımız
see
için
again
Ümran
two different approaches in defense. All the Turkish
kontrol
ladies
etmişti ama
at
kontrolü
the team
kaybetmişti.
line.
Şimdi Ronnie
And Ohayon now from the right side.
Ronnie'nin
Yılmaz
atışı
gets the ball.
Reyhan'da kaldı.
The
O
Israeli team
golümüzün
at the
sahibi
team line there is
Ümran'a
the center.
bıraktı.
The others are a little bit more
Ümran'ın
back on the
atışı.
wings. What kind of defense do you prefer, Amanda?
Ronnie kontrol etmişti.
More
Lihi'ye
the style that
bıraktı.
Turkey plays rather than Israel. The closer
Lihi,
you are to
güzel
the
bir
other
out
team, the
bekliyoruz
less room you have to
senden.
block.
Evet,
High
orada
ball.
bir problem oldu.
High
High
ball,
ball'da
Ben
geldi.
David. What happened? Barnitsan was sitting there. Ben David was
Heydes'e
starting from the
takıldı sanırım.
middle. And with Ohayon at the post hit, I was like, oh my goodness, Ohayon
Atışını
nearly hit
yaparken-
Barnitsan. And now this happened. She loses the grip of the ball and it flies over the high ball line. So it's a high ball.
Şimdi Fatma
Miscommunication
Gül'ün
there.
ellerinde.
And she let it go. Like if
Öne
if
geçme
it would have dropped and
zamanı.
then she ran to go get it and then threw it out or something.
Now the penalty,
Fatma
the Ben
Gül'ün
David come out.
atışı.
Nice. That was
Block.
great. The penalty wasn't the most accurate, but still blocked. Yeah, if she would have gone after it
İşte
after it dropped and everything and then
ayaklarıyla
just threw it
çıkarıyor.
out, it would have just been out. But
Lihi.
she let it go, and that's why it was called high ball.
And after
Ona geldi.
two
İsrail'de
times nearly colliding in
2
on
dakika 15
offense,
saniye.
they
Maçın
take a
bitimine
timeout, the Israeli side,
kıyasıya bir mücadele.
to talk to each other what
Az
happened
önce
there.
biten erkekler
I don't know
finalinde
if Ohayon and
Ukrayna,
Ben David maybe
Japonya'yı
gave the signal to
8-4'le
Barnitsan
geçti.
move left or right,
Ve
and she didn't do,
Berlin Cup'ın
or if they missed
erkekler
to
şampiyon oldu.
tell her she should move. We cannot figure out, but the outcome was this high ball penalty, and tough luck for Ben David
İsrail
that it wouldn't be
şu anda
costly
görüntülerde.
because 1-1 the score. Every little mistake can make a
Maç
difference here.
listesinde
Yeah,
oyun
definitely.
numaraları yok
I
ama
think they'll do a
Saha
redo
içinde.
if Israel has the ball right now.
Mona'da onu da gördük.
Now we have an equipment check on the Turkish side. That's over now. Fatma Gülgüler was checked there. And from the right side, Ben David has the ball, starts, throws
Şimdi
it hard.
Lihi'nin
And
atışı
the ball is in the hands
Ümran'da
of Rayhan.
kaldı.
Umran Rayhan with the
Ümran'ın
throw down the
atışı.
line. Ohayon is there. Last 2 minutes
Ronnie.
will start right now. Ohayon with the ball bouncing
Ronnie'nin
down the
atışı.
line. Rayhan is there.
Ümran çizgiden
The ball
aldı
went out of
topu.
bounds. She had it under control, but was then out of bounds. And
Fatma
then Gül
Gül.
from the half left
Fatma
to
Gül'ün
Barnitsan.
atışı
She steps
Heydes'ten
up,
sekmedi.
hands the ball to Ben David. Leahy, Ben
Lihi.
David with the spin. Bounce
Lihi'nin
on the
atışı.
line.
Reyhan
But then blocked out of bounds.
Lihi'ye karşı
Again
iyi
by
mücadele
Yılmaz,
ediyor.
who was up in the air.
Yüksek
was
topları var
airborne.
Lihi'nin. Şimdi
And now
Reyhan'ın
Yılmaz again from the
ellerinde.
middle. The center will take the shot. 1:40 to go. And the ball
Reyhan
is saved by
Heydes'i yine
Barnitsan.
geçemedik.
And Barnitsan to Ohayon. Ohayon
Bugün orta oyunculara
half
takılma
left.
günümüz.
goes, throws out
Lihi'nin
of bounds.
atışı, pardon Ronnie'nin atışı hep böyle olsun.
And this kind of cheering
2
up also
metre, 2,5 metre
part
farkla.
of
Out'a giden top.
cycle wars.
It's psychology, or yeah, I guess so.
Fatma
So,
Gül,
trash talking is
Fatma
also
Gül'ün
a thing.
atışı.
It's
Heydes.
done in goal wall.
Oh yeah, but not in a bad way.
Lihi,
Now Ben David with the throw, hard
Lihi'nin bu
throw.
kez
Yılmaz
yerden
blocks it
atışı
out.
yine
1:30 to
Reyhan'da
go.
kaldı. Şimdi
From the
golümüzün
half left
sahibi
now, Rayhan.
Ümran'da top.
All the others moved aside of her colleagues. And the
Ümran'ın
ball is in the
atışı
hands of Ohayon.
Heydes'ten sekti.
Ronnie
Ronnie
Ohayon
kontrol
from the
etti.
half right with the throw. It bounces. Yılmaz is there.
Ronnie'nin atışı
Yılmaz
Reyhan'da
hands the
kalıyor.
ball
O
over
Fatma Gül'e
to
bıraktı.
Gülgüler.
Son maç, son
Gülgüler
güçler.
with the
Fatma Gül'ün
shot. It's
atışı
saved by
Heydes'te
Barnitsan.
kalıyor.
Barnitsan brings it to Lihi Ben David. 49
Son
seconds to go in the first
49
half.
saniyeydi.
David with a spin.
Lihi,
with
Lihi'nin
the
atışı Reyhan.
but there is
Panter kızım benim.
Jumped in sliding tackle from Yılmaz again. And now Gülgüler
Fatma
with the
Gül'ün
throw. But
atışı
then the
Lihi'de
stands up
kaldı.
quickly, goes
O
to
bir
the
hızlı
left
hücuma
post
kalkar gibi yaptı.
and takes her
Olmadı.
time. And with a spin, again
Şimdi
hard to
atışı
Rayhan, but Rayhan is there.
Ümran.
And Rayhan again from the half left with the throw down the line.
Ümran'ın
Ohayon
atışı
there.
Ronnie'den geçmiyor.
Ohayon
Son ataklar artık.
is throwing it to the
Ronnie
left corner.
alır Fatma
Gülgüler is
Gül
there.
onu.
Fatma Gülgüler comes
13
over to the
saniye.
to
Fatma
her
Gül.
half left. And then a throw
Fatma
to the
Gül'ün
gap,
atışı
but Ohayon is there.
Ronnie'de kaldı.
Even David gets the ball handed
Son
over. 2 seconds to go.
saniyeler artık.
And now
Bitmek üzere
the
ilk
first half is
yarı.
over. Ball went out
Ve
of bounds. So we have the first half. Two things I want to ask you, Amanda.
Sure.
Son
The first
şutları
thing is,
ilk
we
yarı
talk
1-1
about trash
bitiyor.
talking, and
İkinci yarıda
are you more a quiet
galibiyet
or
için
more talkative
oynayacağız.
person on field?
No,
Kupa
definitely more
bizim
talkative.
olacak
Although my team is
inşallah.
pretty quiet, so it can be pretty awkward sometimes, I
sonunda
think, depending on who exactly is on the court with me.
bağlantılar kurmaya
But your nickname
çalışacağız.
is not Radio Dennis
Yorumlar
or something.
alacağız.
No,
You speak so much.
no,
Almanya'yla
definitely not.
bir bağlantı
So, and I
deneyimimiz
don't
olacak.
steal other people's phrases either. So, like, if people are like, for example, Brazil was use like ISO and whatever, I don't do
İkinci
that,
yarıda
you know?
buluşmak üzere.
Like, I practice with people who do that, and it just annoys me so much because I'm like, just be your own person. Like, have your own things that you do, you know? But not something to copy somebody else. But ISO's not trash talk. It just means like this.
ISO?
ISO.
Is this Portuguese?
Yeah, it's just this.
This. ISO. This. Okay.
Yeah.
German ISO means that's the way it is. ISO.
Okay.
ISO. And now some cheering up there. And the second thing I wanted to ask, in several sports where you always find yourself on different continents and having World Cups and whatever, you see that the people are getting really closely connected to each other. Is this the same for you, that you are really happy when you see the Turkish ladies or the Israeli ladies again because there are some sort of friendships within the teams? Or is everybody for themselves?
No. I think that there's definitely friendships within the teams. Like, there are definitely rivals of teams that don't like each other as much. Like, for example, I think with Israel we're pretty good. I've personally played with Lehi Ben David before. We played with Sporting at the World Cup back in 2020. I want to say it was 2021 or so, and that was a really cool experience. We played with Ana Carolina Duarte from Brazil, and so we had like this whole thing going. And I mean, sometimes we still talk. Same thing, like we had the European Club World Champion or Club Championships last year in 2024, and I played with Lois Turner and Callie Holder from Great Britain. And so, like, you form connections with kind of goal ball, you know, just like whether it's your club team or whether you're playing internationally or whatever, you know, like the players know each other and stuff like that. Turkey's not really so much in that. They don't really travel or do any of the club goal ball stuff. And none of them really speak English, so I think they're close with people who speak Turkish or any other language that they're speaking, but for the English-speaking countries, not so much.
So the second half will start in nearly 2 minutes. We make a short break here and be back with the second half.
Bir maçtı. Sabah da 10'da yine zorlu bir yarı final maçı oynadık. Uzatmalara giden, penaltılara giden ve sonunda bizim olan maçtı. Bu maç da bizim olacak. Şu anda skorboard'un süresiyle ilgili bir sıkıntı var. 1.37'de duruyor. Sanırım onu ayarladıktan sonra maç başlayacaktır. Yakın planda İsrail takımını görüyoruz. Oyuncu değişiklikleri yok. Roni, Lihi ve Heydes sahada. Takımların göz kontrolleri yapılıyor. Sürede kendi kendine akıyor şu anda. ...1-0 geriye düştüğümüz maçta İmran'ın harika golüyle beraberliği sağladık. Bir de penaltımız kaçtı. Aynı şekilde iki takımın da kaçan birer penaltısı.
Welcome back here in Berlin for the second half of the gold medal match in the women's tournament. Israel against Turkey. And 1-1 the score. Lehi Ben David scored for Israel, and I think it was Güler who scored for Turkey. Close match, too close to call.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
For sure, for sure. You can't say one team or the other. You can just say maybe you have a feeling about one team, or maybe you favor one of the teams over the
I
other.
don't want your in favor position. I want your feeling position.
Son hakem de sahayı terk etti.
You know,
Takımlar hazır.
I don't know, because I think my in favor position and my
Evet.
feeling position is very similar to each
Şimdi
other.
I could tell you. You said
İsrail
before the
başlayacak.
point to win. Turkey more offense
Yeah.
and Israel more defense.
Yep.
And if offense wins games and
Kale
defense wins championships,
arkasında
then there's maybe
İsrail karşı kalede
slight
altın kızlarımız
advantage on the
ve
Turkish side.
ekranımızın
Perhaps,
sol tarafında
but they
Türkiye,
also,
sağ tarafında
as you see,
İsrail.
their main thrower hasn't even scored yet
Şimdi
this
top
game.
Lihi'nin
Now
ellerinde.
even David with the
Lihi'nin
first throw,
atışı
undercut
Fatma
there,
Gül çok rahat.
but was secured by Rayhan. I don't see any
Gül
substitutions, so
çaprazı,
Ohayon now with the block on the
Ronnie'den
right wing
seken top,
position, then David
yok out.
stays on center, and Barnitsan, Hadas Barnitsan
Turnuvanın en az gol
on
yiyen
center there.
takımıyız.
Ben David left wing, of course.
İyi
And
savunmamız var.
also Rayhan,
Bu
Yilmaz, and
özelliğimizle bu maçı da
Uller are still
almamız gerekiyor.
even David for Israel. From
Şimdi Lihi,
the half right,
Lihi'nin atışı
Yilmaz is there. But David
Reyhan'da
back in
kaldı.
position.
O Ümran'a bıraktı.
Now from the left side, the throw by
Ümran'dan
Rayhan.
gelen
Barnitsan
şut
blocks it to his right, her right
ve
out of
destek
bounds.
alıyor.
Now the door is open
Burada hakemin bir
and should be closed.
şeyler anlatıyor.
The referee demands.
Top Ronnie'nin ellerinde.
Now it's happening, so it's more quiet here in the gym A.
11:32 kalan süre.
And from the right side now, Roni Ohayon with the throw, and
Ronnie'nin
Yilmaz
atışı Reyhan.
blocked the ball. And Yilmaz
İki
from the
numaralı
half
bölgeden.
right with the spin, with the throw to Ben David.
Reyhan'ın
And she's
atışı
there, gets the
Lihi'de
ball in her
kaldı.
hands. From the half left she moves slightly to
Lihi
the
4
right,
numaralı
and
bölgede,
with the
2
throw
numaralı
nearly
bölgeden atışını
collided again with
yaptı.
Barnitsan. That was
Reyhan
even close,
çıkmadan kontrol
but it
etti.
was blocked then
Ümran.
by Yilmaz. Rayhan with the next throw down the
Ümran
line.
çizgi
Ohayon
atışı
can grab
denedi.
the ball, goes
Ronnie'de
back to
kalan
the
top.
crossbar, goes to the middle, and now again against Barnitsan.
Şimdi Ronnie'nin
Nearly
atışı.
collision there. She
Çok
was
rahatız şu
hurrying out to
dakikalarda.
the right, Barnitsan, when
İsrail'in hızını
Ohayon touched
kesti.
her with her feet.
Fatma Gül de golü de
happening
bulursak
there?
diyecektim ama
Amanda.
Ronnie'nin
Israel,
ayaklarından
they like to
seken
sweep
top.
around the center, but they like to do so in a fashion
Lihi
that's
hemen o
very, very
bölgede
close.
bitti.
So sometimes maybe your orientation isn't all the way 100% correct.
Well,
Yeniden
even
atışını
David
yapacak Lihi.
from the right side with the throw down the line.
Lihi'nin
Rayhan is
atışı
there.
Ümran.
Can get the ball in her hands. Rayhan with the bounce ball. Ohayon gets
Ümran'dan
the ball.
gelen atış
Secured,
Hedes'ten
handed over
geçti.
to
Ronnie de
Ben
takıldı
David.
kaldı.
She
Top
moves to the
Lihi'de.
half left. And then with the throw, Yilmaz is
Lihi'nin
there.
atışı Reyhan
Catches the ball,
çok
hands it
iyisin.
over to Fatma Güler.
Fatma Gül
And
gelsin
Güler
artık o
throw
golümüz.
from the right post again with the throw to the gap.
Fatma
Lee,
Gül'ün
but David
atışı
closed
Lihi'de
the gap.
kalıyor. Ronnie
Hands it
desteğe
over to
geldi.
Ohayon, slightly to the left, and then with the throw. And
Ronnie'nin atışı
again the ball lands
Reyhan'la
with Güler.
Fatma Gül'ün arasında.
And now
Kaybolan
Güler from
top.
the right bounce ball down the
Fatma
line.
Gül'den
But
gelen
David
atış
steps up,
Lihi'de
quick shot
kalıyor.
there down
Onun
the line.
hızlı hücumu avuta
just
gidiyor.
out.
And it went
Lihi
out.
sen bu avutları iyi
And this time,
biliyorsun.
when Ohayon started her throwing motion, shortly to the center, Barnitsan was moving
Evet, avuta giden atışı
fast
izledik.
to the right when she heard the
Şimdi
feet
Ümran
stomping right next to her.
destek
So
alıyor.
it does not look
Ondan
like it's planned all
Lihi'ye.
the time like this. Now Ben David with the shot, bounce and
Lihi'nin
ball. Yilmaz
atışı
goes all the way to the outside,
Reyhan'dan
but Rayhan
sekti.
gets the
Ümran'da
ball at the
kaldı.
end. Rayhan from the left side down the
Şimdi
line.
Ümran
Ohayon with the block.
Hedes'ten
Has the ball
sekti.
in her hands.
Ronnie kontrol
9:30 to
etti.
go. And again, the
Ronnie'nin
ball from
atışı
Ohayon
Fatma Gül'de
slightly from
kalıyor.
the left to the left side. And
Şimdi
Yilmaz
Reyhan,
now with the throw. Barnitsan is there.
Reyhan'dan Hedes'e.
And Barnitsan hands the ball to Lihi Ben David. Barnitsan now goes into the
Ben
goal.
David.
Ben David with the throw.
David'in
Yilmaz is
atışı.
there.
Lihi Ben
Catches the
David'in
ball,
atışı.
saves it,
Reyhan.
and hands it over to
Direkt
Ümran Rayhan.
blokladı.
Rayhan
Şimdi Ümran
with the ball
onun
down line.
atışı
Ohayon can block the ball.
out
And
çizgisinde
from the
Ronnie
right post,
kontrol
Ronnie
ediyor.
Ohayon with the ball down the line.
Atışı
And Rayhan
Ümran'da
with the
kaldı.
feet closes the corner, and Yilmaz was
Birden
in
beşi
the goal for the help defense,
zorladı.
but it was not needed.
Şimdi
Barnitsan
atışımız
now with the block.
Hedes'te.
brings the ball
Son
back to the goal
buldu.
to
Fatma Gül'ün
Van David.
atışı.
And Barnitsan now goes into the goal to make some space.
Lihi.
And down the line, the
İkiden
ball goes
atışı.
out by Lehi Van
Out.
David. 8:39 to go.
Yep.
İyi atışları var
So
Lihi'nin.
one thing
Ama
that
avuta gitsin hep
Reyhan
böyle.
Yilmaz does a little bit differently than some other centers is that she runs over for the backup defense. It's not always the other wing. Sometimes your wing helps you if you're
Şimdi
another
atışımız
wing, but
geldi. Hey
Turkey
deste
does it
takıldı
differently.
yine.
Ball in the hands of
Ronnie.
Roni Ohayan from the half right with the
Ronnie'nin atışı.
shot, but there is Yilmaz again.
Reyhan
And Yilmaz from the
sektirmiyor
middle.
bile.
She starts, spins,
Şimdi de gol
throws.
atarsa
Barnitsan blocks the ball,
dedik
grabs the
ama
ball,
hey
brings it
deste
to
kalan top.
Ben David. Lee Ben David to the left.
Son
post.
8 dakikaya giriyoruz.
Starts, spins, throws, but Yilmaz is there.
Lihi'nin
Yilmaz
atışı
hands it over.
Reyhan'da kaldı.
And the ball in the hands
Fatma
of
Gül.
Fatma Gülgüler. Down the
Fatma
line.
Gül'ün atışı
Again,
yine Lihi'de takılıyor.
Ben David is there, and Ben
O
David
iki
now from the
numaralı
half
bölgeye
right,
taşıdı
moving the
topu.
ball there, and then the shot.
Atışını
Yilmaz with the
gerçekleştirdi
block to
Reyhan.
Neutral zone. Ball is still in play now. It's a ball over. Now the ball again in the hands of
Ball over.
Israel. 7:52 to go.
Top Lihi'nin ellerinde.
And Ben David from the half left with the spin, with the throw, and tries
Yine
to get
Reyhan.
some undercut there in those
Ümran da bölgeye
backhand
gelmişti.
spin
Geri
within her
döndü.
throws.
Fatma Gül.
Next
Fatma
throw,
Gül'ün
Barnitsan
atışı.
blocks it
Hey
for
deste
Israel.
kalıyor.
Güler the one, and now the ball in the hands of Barnitsan.
Hey
Pass
deste
back to
Ronnie'ye. Ronnie hızlı çıkartacak hemen
Ronnie
elinden.
Ohayan down to Yilmaz. The ball
Reyhan.
is in neutral zone. No, not. It's collected
Reyhan'dan
before by
Ümran'a.
Yilmaz, handed to Rayhan, Rayhan with the shot
Ümran'ın
down the
atışı.
line, and Ohayan is there.
Bir
Grabs the ball.
numaralı direkt dibineydi.
And so it
Ronnie
was blocked out.
kontrol etti son anda. Lihi o bölgede.
Equipment check with Barnitsan.
Oyun durdu.
The shoelaces are open by number 10 by Hades Barnitsan.
Gözlü kontrolü yapılacaktı herhalde.
And-
Geri döndü hakem.
First it was Ohayon, now it's Barnitsan. So also Lee Ben David has one time binding shoelaces free in this match.
I don't think she will. I think she's going to be the outlier.
So 7 minutes
Bir
and
oyuncu
21
değişikliği
seconds to
gelecek.
go.
Olanı göremiyoruz.
And the ball in the hands of Lee Ben David.
Evet hayır. 3 oyuncu da sahada zaten.
From the half right.
Şimdi Lihi
She
bir numaralı
started,
bölgeden tam
but
atış
there's a
yapacaktı.
noise. Timeout
Durduruldu.
officially taken by the referee on the far side.
Oyunun başlamasını bekliyoruz. 7 dakika 15 saniye
And
maçın
now from the half
bitimine.
left, Ben David with the
Lihi,
throw, and
Lihi'nin
Yilmaz is there,
atışı.
blocks it to the
Reyhan
high ball line,
kontrol
passes
etti.
it back
Fatma Gül'le
to
buluşturdu.
Güler
Fatma
with
Gül'ün
the
atışı.
throw, but Barnitsan is
Heydesi
there. Hades
geçmedi.
Barnitsan brings the ball to
Ondan Ronnie'ye.
Roni Ohayan from the middle. She
Ronnie
throws the
Ohayan'ın
ball,
atışı.
and
Fatma
again
Gül. Başarılı.
Güler is there. Güler
Gelsin
from the
artık
half right
golümüz.
with the
Gelsin
throw.
artık golümüz
And the
Fatma
ball is
Gül.
blocked.
Heydeste
And
takıldık yine.
Barnitsan brings the ball to Lehi Ben David.
Lihi.
David cannot throw.
Lihi yine atışa hazırlanırken bir hakem düdüğüyle karşı karşıya kaldı.
Yeah. As an official timeout noise, did I get it correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting more crowded here because all the other teams and spectators are coming now for this great
Şimdi işaret geldi.
grand gold medal match here to Jimmy.
Lihi
Ben
3'ten
David now with the throw through.
atışını
The ball bounces,
gerçekleştirdi.
blocked
Reyhan,
out of bounds
Ümran ikilisi.
by
Block
Rayhan.
out. Top Ümran'ın ellerinde.
And the ball in the hands of Rayhan on the left side. The
Ümran'ın
ball
atışı
blocked by
Haydes'ten
Lee Ben
geçti.
David.
Lihi de takıldı.
Ben David
iki
from the
numaralı
half
bölgede.
right with the throw down the line.
Atış out. Hep böyle olsun Lihi.
You know, before
Şimdi
they're
Fatma
cheering, and I
Gül,
think that's
5
good
numaralı
motivation
bölgede
for themselves.
önde
But
doğru
before, Turkey
yaklaştı.
used to like laugh at people when they threw out. So I think this is a good upgrade for them.
Fatma Gül'ün atışı.
Now timeout taken
Heydes'ten
by Israel.
geçti. Ronnie de takıldı.
But this was
Mola
also
geldi.
changed in the rule book, I
It
think.
was. Because it is
6-15
somewhat unsporting
kalan süre,
conduct to laugh at the other
maçın
team,
bitimine
even if they make a
Skorda
mistake.
eşitlik
You
var.
know,
Geriye
it's better
düştüğümüz
just
maçta
to cheer your own
Ümran'ın
team
harika
on
golüyle
and be
eşitliği
focused on
sağladık.
yourself rather than taunting or intimidating the other team.
So I think you're absolutely right there. Because now also for the referees it's a little bit easier. That is written down several cases, like laughing at the opponent, that this is forbidden. Before that, you could not give an unsportsmanlike conduct, but nobody did not really define what is an unsportsmanlike conduct. So I think that is a major step also in the way the teams behave on court.
I agree.
Ronnie Ohayon has the ball in
Oyun
his hands, but
zamanı.
there has to be
Maça
wet
geri
wet
dönüyoruz.
off
Mola
the
bitti.
floor on the Israeli side. So won't start now. Still, the goal judge is working there, wiping, and now we can start
Ronnie'nin
again.
ellerinde top
6:50 to
şu
go
anda.
on the score. Ronnie Oyan from the half left with the throw.
Ronnie'nin
Yilmaz
atışı
is there
Reyhan.
and holds on to the
O
ball.
Ümran'a
Gives it to
bırakıyor.
Rayhan. Rayhan from the half left. And then
Ümran'ın
down
atışı.
the side.
Ümran'ın
into the-
atışı.
Oyan's there. Oyan's
Son
there.
anda, son
Can save the
anda.
ball. And then
Heydesten
David down with the
sekmişti.
throw out.
Out.
That's
İyi,
that's
bunu
okay.
hep
It's okay that
yapıyorsun,
you threw it
güzel
out, you know,
yapıyorsun.
because they made a great help save together.
Çizgi önünde son anda
And
kontrol
better
ettiler.
out than a penalty,
Heydesten seken
and
topu.
better out than a goal.
Lihir
So,
Ronnie ikilisi. Şimdi
Now
Fatma
Gula
Gül.
from the left side throws it.
Onun
Oyan's
atışı
there.
Ronnie'de
Now
kalıyor.
they want to speed up the thing. The Turkish
Onlar
ladies
yer
ball is out.
değiştirmiş,
Because
pardon.
they now try with these quiet please call. They
Bir
start
out daha.
moving, running, and with play they want to
Gayet
release the
güzel.
ball to cover the sound of the ball. Sometimes they try
Şimdi
to
İmran'ın
bring
atışı,
those kind of
blok
variation
out.
in now.
Ronnie'den blok out.
Ball blocked by Israel.
Lihir
Oyan
yine o
blocked it, but
bölgedeydi.
David
Kendi
now
alanına
comes
doğru
fast to
taşıdı
the half
üçün
left side.
atışını.
And also with
Yapıyor.
a
Seken top
huge
blok out.
shot, and the ball is kicked out by Yilmaz again.
5:36 maçın tamamlanması için kalan süre
I thought for a second it was gonna,
bir şekilde
gonna hit the
bitecek
computer
olursa-
man in the face.
yine 6
Yeah,
dakikalık
for a second,
uzatma.
and he's just looking at
Bizi
our screen,
bekleyecek.
so I don't know if he
Ama Fatma
would
Gül
have
şimdi bu
seen
atışıyla
it coming.
buna gerek
The ball
görmeyecek.
now saved by Lehib and David. She closes the
Bileklerimiz
gap.
yine olmadı.
By Gula's throw, but David
Şimdi Lihir,
bounced
Lihir'in
home, and
atışı
again
Reyhan'da
Yilmaz there
kaldı.
at the team line, light,
Reyhan
slightly in
3
front of
numaralı
it.
bölgeden
Blocks the ball, and Gula
atışını
Yilmaz again
gerçekleştiriyor.
throw, but Ohayan's
Ronnie'de
there. 5
takılıyoruz.
minutes 13 seconds to go, and Ohayan from the half left
Ronnie'nin
with
atışı
little backspin.
İmran'da kaldı.
Curves to Rayhan.
Ümran.
Rayhan from the half left with a throw, and the
Ümran'dan
ball
iyi
is
bir
taken
atış.
away by
Ronnie.
Ronnie Ohayan from the
Lihir'e bıraktı.
right side now.
Lihir,
Lehib and David with the throw,
Lihir'in
and it's
atışı.
saved by Gula.
Fatma Gül.
That was close. She helps out for
Güldür bizi
Yilmaz
Fatma
Gula.
Gül.
Now from the right side, blocked
Seken
up
top
in the air
Heydesten
by
önüne düşüyor.
Barnitsan, and Barnitsan brings the ball right, left. No, I throw it
Şimdi
myself.
kendisi
She
atış
throws
yaptı.
it to
Fatma
Gula.
Gül'de kalıyor.
Gula now
Fatma
from the
Gül
half
2
right.
numaralı bölgeden
Spins, throws down the
atışını
line, and David is
gerçekleştiriyor.
there on the
Lihir.
left post. She starts 4:28 to go in this match. Then David with a
Lihir'in
throw.
atışı
and
Reyhan'dan
then
blok out.
Look out to her right.
4:24
Yilmaz.
kalan süre. 1-1'lik eşitlik.
And again,
Kıyasıya bir
Fatma
mücadele.
Gula
Şimdi
with the
Fatma
ball in
Gül
her hands. Throws it down the
Fatma Gül'ün
line.
atışı.
David blocks it out.
blok out.
Slight problems, but then at the end, she saved it. Ball in the hands of
Lihir'den
Ronnie
Ronnie'ye.
Ohayan from the half left. Again, this
Ronnie 4'ten atışını
backspin
yaptı.
throw.
Reyhan.
and
Ve
If
now
it
molamız
curved-
geldi.
If it curved just a little bit more and Reyhan didn't get her hands on it, the wing had stood up already.
Haydi
And
kızlar.
it could have just
Son
gone
4
into goal.
dakika. Canınızı dişinize takın.
So,
Alın
so
bu
far,
maçı.
what do you think about the performances of both teams?
Siz
Is there something
Bu
maybe
işi
the people
biliyorsunuz.
should also take a
Biz
look at
bunu
the last
biliyoruz.
4 minutes? What's
iyi
maybe not
gidiyorsunuz.
directly seen by new global fans
İlk
or
yarıdaki o İsrail
tactical
hızını
variation?
zaten
Let me know what you think about this game. so far.
beraberlikle birlikte kesmiştik.
Me? Okay. For
4 dakika.
for Turkey, they're not
246
attacking the center from
saniye
Israel enough
kaldı
for
maçın
extremities.
bitimine.
So more like her feet, they're really getting the wings and not the center. And for Israel, a lot of balls
Molada
out.
o ikinci
the last 4
golimizin
minutes.
taktiği verilmiş olsun.
So keep the ball in play would be a suggestion for Israel. And the
Şimdi
ball now
atışımız geldi.
played by
Heydes'te
Turkey.
kaldık.
Barnitsa
Yine
with the
takılı
block.
kaldık.
Roni Ohayan
Top
on the
Roni'nin
half right.
ellerinde.
Last 4 minutes started already.
Roni'den
Yilmaz
gelen
now
şut.
with the catch of
Reyhan.
the ball. The center player goes to
O
the half
4
left.
numaralı
Spins,
bölgede
throws. The ball
Reyhan'ın
goes to
atışı
Barnitsa.
yine Heydes'te
Ohayan was
kalıyor.
directly behind her. And Ben David now from the half left. Spins, throws hard.
Lihi'nin
and
çaprazı.
easy. A high ball. Looked a little scoop for me, but it was blocked at the end.
Blockout
I thought it was
gelmişti.
okay.
And now the ball
İmran.
in the hands from Turkey.
İmran'ın
And
atışı.
Reyhan gets the
Roni'de
quick response
kaldı.
by
Onun hızlı
Ohayan.
hücumu.
Yilmaz with the block to the neutral
Reyhan.
zone. Locates the ball.
Şimdi
Pass
Aybol
back to
çizgisinin önünde kontrol
Gula.
etti.
3:25 to
Fatma'ya
go.
bıraktı.
And now
Onun
Ben
atışı.
David has the
Lihi'de
ball in the hands
kalıyor.
after Gula's throw. Ben David hard throw
Lihi
to
hızlı
the
bir
gap. But
hücum.
Yilmaz and
Yerden
Gula
bir
are there
top.
together.
Ama
And the
Reyhan'ı
ball
kim
in the
geçer?
hands of Umran Reyhan with the throw left down line
İmran'ın
out.
atışı out.
3:08 to go. And the
3.08 186 188 saniye kaldı. Maçın normal süresinin
ball is handed in on the
tamamlanmasına
right side.
bir birlik eşitlik. Lihi
And now we have an equipment check on the Turkish side. And now the ball comes back into play. Lihi Ben David on the right side.
şimdi Lihi bir numaralı direk dibinde.
With the spin, with the throw,
Onun
and the
atışı
ball at the post.
direkten
Misses
dönüyor.
the
Bizim
post.
için
So
şanslar.
close, so close. That has to be frustrating. Hearing the post and being like, ah, man.
Bakın bizim için şanslan
From the
direkten
legs
dönen
of
top.
Reyhan, the ball went slightly up and kisses the post. Went out of bounds. 3 minutes to play.
Şimdi Ümran.
From the left, Reyhan with the
Ümran'ın
ball
atışı.
down the line. But
Roni kontrol
Ohayan
etti.
grabbed
Şimdi o
it
içe
out of
doğru
bounds
geldi.
now. Ohayan again with the throws.
Ümran'ın atışı
There's
Fatma
Gula.
Gül'de.
Barnitsa is now
Fatma
staying
Gül.
on field again when the throws are coming, but Gula with the throw. And
Fatma
the
Gül'ün
ball is
atışı
blocked.
was a
Heydes'ten
great
sekti.
block.
Blok
And the
out.
Israeli coach, I wanted to have a long ball, and the
2:44.
Flustered referee was just pointing, no,
124 saniye.
everything's fine. And then there was a thumb up by the
164
Israeli
saniye
coach from
kaldı.
the half left.
Şimdi atışları
Again,
geldi. Fatma Gül'e de temas eden top. Blok
it's getting
out.
tensed.
Yeah, I think so.
Ümran
There's
o
not a lot of time
bölgede.
left. It may end up like the last game we watched, from the women into overtime,
160
and then
saniye.
perhaps
Normal
a shootout.
sürenin tamamlanmasına kalan süre.
2:40 to
Bir
go.
birlik eşitlik devam ediyor.
Turkey had this
Ümran kendi bölgesine
shootout
taşıdı
win in
topu.
the semis against South Korea. Now from the half left, the ball is thrown.
Ümran'ın
Barnitsa
atışı
is there.
Heydes'i geçmiyor.
Barnitsa to
Ondan
Roni
Roni'ye.
Ohayan with the throw to
Roni'nin
Gula.
atışı
Gula
Reyhan Fatma
goes
Gül
back
ikilisi.
to
Çok
the
rahatlar.
crossbar with the throw. And the ball
Fatma Gül'ün
bounces,
atışı
kicked out by Barnitsa
Heydes'ten
to the
blok
left.
out.
Also another great block, a big save.
2:17 kalan süre.
Both coaches will not
Top
substitute by
Lihi'nin
now.
ellerinde.
And now Ben David from the half left with the spin, with the throw. And
Lihi'nin
Yilmaz
atışı Reyhan.
And Yilmaz from the middle, she starts, brings the ball to the left.
Reyhan'ın
Ohayan is
atışı.
there, grabs the ball.
Roni
Last 2
kontrol
minutes
ediyor
start.
çizgi üzerinde.
Right
Yan
now.
çizgide.
From the half left, Roni Ohayan.
Roni'nin
The ball
atışı
slips through. No,
Reyhan'dan
Reyhan is there at the
sekti.
end.
Ümran
And can
kontrol
save the
etti.
Reyhan for
Şimdi
the ball down the
atışı.
line. Ohayan is there.
Heydes'ten seken top.
And
Roni'de kaldı. O
Ben
Lihi'ye
David
bıraktı.
the half right with the throw.
Lihi
And the
karşısına
ball is
oynuyor.
blocked out.
Ümran.
Reyhan.
Ümran harikasın kızım.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
1.42
wings
kalan
coming
süre.
over.
5 numaralı direk dibinde Fatma Gül.
It will be Fatma throwing this. Hasn't scored yet this game.
No, there was a
Geri
quick
dönüş
check.
olmayan anlara
Roni
giriliyor
Ohayan
artık.
again, shoelace problems. And now the ball in the hands
Fatma Gül
of
5 numaralı direkt dibinde.
Gülgüler from the left side with the throw. And
Karşısına
Ohayon blocks the
oynadı.
ball. Ball in play left. Out.
Ronnie'den seken top Lihi'nin önünden out'a çıkıyor. Orada Hedes'e çarpıp kaleye girse ne güzel olurdu. Şimdi Lihi
With the throw,
yine
Yılmaz is
2
there.
numaralı bölgeden Reyhan'ın üzerine gelen şut.
Rayhan with the next throw to
Ümran'ın
Ohayon, and
atışı
she grabs the ball.
çizgide
1:21
Ronnie'nin ellerinde.
to go.
Ronnie,
And Ronnie Ohayon with the throw to half left.
Ronnie'nin
There's
atışı
Gülgüler.
Fatma Gül.
Catches the ball again.
Kendi direkt dibinde.
And from the right side down the line.
Atışı
David catches the ball,
gerçekleştirdi.
sets
Lihi'de
up quick
kaldı onun
response by
hızlı
her. And there's
hücumu.
Gülgüler.
Fatma
And
Gül'de kalıyor.
she celebrates her own save there. Last minute
Sürede
started
eriyor.
right now.
Atışımız
And
geliyor.
David sets
Lihi,
up quick
yine
shot
bir
again
hızlı
against
hücum.
Gülgüler. Out of box.
Out. 57 saniye maçın bitimine kalan süre.
And
Ümran, ilk
Ümran
yarının
Rayhan, 75
aynısını
seconds
bekliyorum senden.
before the end from the left side with a spin down the line.
Ümran'ın
Ohayon
atışı
is there. And
karşısına
now she throws
Ronnie.
the ball.
Ronnie'nin
Yılmaz
atışı
is there.
Reyhan'da.
Who makes the first mistake here?
Reyhan,
Yılmaz from the half left with the ball to the gap
Reyhan'ın
now.
atışı
Barnitz is there, blocks
Hedes'ten
it to her
geçmiyor.
left.
Blok out. 40 saniye.
And again,
Maçın bitimine
Lihi
kalan
Van
süre.
David takes her time. Takes
Top Lihi'nin
deep
ellerinde.
breath, starts, spins, throws hard. But
Lihi'nin
Yılmaz
atışı
is there.
Reyhan.
Timeout taken by Turkey.
Molamız geldi.
Amanda, you know me, so do you know
Son
what I want
31
to ask you?
saniye.
What
Maçın
I would do?
tamamlanması için kalan süre.
Right now, or what the coach
As the
would say?
Turkish coach, I always ask you about the coach who takes the timeout. Ask the Turkish coach.
As the Turkish coach, you need to focus on the least experienced player who's going to be the most nervous in this moment to give up a goal on Israel, and that's the center.
Artık son taktikler.
So we've seen her give up
Geri
goals on
dönülmeyen
her feet. We've seen her give up
yoldayız.
goals popping over on her hands. I would almost bet
Hani derler ya,
that throwing on her
golü
hand side
yiyen
would
bunu
be a good
çıkaramaz
idea
artık.
if I was Turkey.
Bu anlardayız.
We'll take a look if the coach had the same idea.
Atak
31
şansı
seconds
bizde.
to go. Turkey has the ball.
Fatma Gül
Güler
5
moves to
numaralı
the
bölgede.
left. Starts, spins, throws down the line.
Fatma
Ohayon
Gül'ün atışı
can catch the ball.
Ronnie.
Lihi Van David
Lihi'ye
takes it
bıraktı.
over.
Son
The half right,
24,
22 seconds
23.
to go. With a spin, with a throw.
Lihi'nin
Inside
atışı.
the net! Inside the net! Inside the
Hatalarımızda.
net!
I love
Goal
it.
for Israel! Goal for Israel! Lihi Van David!
Geri dönülmez
19
yol
seconds before the end!
dediğimiz o andayız.
2-1 Israel!
Ama dönmek de bizim elimizde.
And you thought it was a high ball?
Yeah. It could have
Son
been,
19
but you know what?
saniye.
If they don't want to call it, I'm happy.
Now from the left side, Yılmaz with the answer, maybe. Barnitz
Atışımız
blocks the ball.
geldi.
16 seconds to
Aydes'te
go.
kalan top.
Clock is running. Ohayon with the next throw to the other side.
Ronnie'nin
There's
atışı,
Gula. 9
Fatma
seconds
Gül,
to go. Timeout
mola.
taken by Turkey.
One
Artık
shot
son
left.
anlar.
That's all Turkey has because I guarantee if
şans
Israel blocks this
bizim
ball,
için.
they will not throw it back. They will hold it
Bu atışımız
And call
gol
it a day.
oldu.
and walk home with their gold
Olmadı.
medals.
Geri
So
dönüşü yok.
you've got just one
Çünkü
shot,
10
one
saniyenin
opportunity
altında
Yep.
this
düştük.
final.
That's it, as Eminem says.
Or as you said yesterday, it's a make it or break it moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maçın son atışı olacak bu.
And which shot
Gol olduğu takdirde
would you
kalan süreyi
recommend
değerlendirmek
for the
The
Turkish
istiyoruz.
side?
same
Ama
one, for a number
olmazsa
system of
atış
5-3, so something
yapmayacaklar.
from the center into the left gap from the opposite, like from the offense view. So center, left gap, it leaves open the gaps because Israel shifts a decent amount
Fatma
on the
Gül
crosses.
yine
Now,
So-
now Gula
4
has
numaralı
this
bölgedeydi.
last
Kendi
throw.
alanına geldi.
Take a look where she will bring the ball to. 7 seconds, clock's running. She spins down to the center.
Fatma
She
Gül
blocks it.
atıyor.
The ball is to
Haydes'ten
the play, and now the game is
Second
over.
That's
The
it.
game is
Ve
over. Call it a
maç
game.
sona
Call it a
eriyor.
day. Israel wins
İyi
the
mücadele
2025
ettiğimiz,
Wonder Global
iyi
Nations Cup
savunma
here in
yaptığımız maçta
Berlin.
son
Congratulations to the
saniyelerde
team of
yediğimiz
Israel.
golle
Shani Rana,
2-1
Ronnie
mağlup oluyoruz.
Ohayon, Lihi Ben David, Salsabat
Canınız sağ olsun
Sawed,
kızlar.
Taras Barnitsan,
İyi mücadele
Shira
edin.
Ataya. Rohit Arzi and the coach, Ras
Zorlu bir
Shoham and his
fikstürden
staff,
geldiniz.
Ariel Fuerte
Dün saat
and
2'de
Weasel
işini bitiren,
Shofania.
sabah formalite
And
maçına
also
adeta
congratulations to a
Amerika'yla
great tournament with a young
dinlenmiş bir
team
İsrail'e
from
karşı
Turkey.
gecenin
Fatma
9'unda
Gülgüler,
sabahın
Rayhan
10'unda
Yılmaz,
zorlu maçların
Umran Rayhan,
arkasından
Sharon
finale
Yılmaz,
geldiniz.
Medina Koza, Derya Kartal and the coach,
Dedim ya,
Gultekin
geri
Karashi,
dönülmez yollara
Barish
girildiğinde
Keshkin
son
and
20
Shana
saniye kala
Balici.
gelen
The
golde yenildik.
physiotherapist is Navruz Takuc,
Yapacak bir
and
şey
now
yok.
Israel is cheering
Hepinizi
themselves up,
yürekten
going
tebrik
to
ediyorum.
the center line to have the handshake with the Turkish
yayınımıza
opponent. 2-1 in this
son
nail-biting
verirken
final here. And
nice güzel
Amanda,
gol boy
before
maçlarında,
then the
futsal
medal ceremony will
maçlarında,
take place,
belli
and
futbol
you and Robin
maçlarında,
will be at the
yeni
microphone and
canlı
talk about the
yayınlarda
whole 3 days here.
sizlerle olmak üzere.
Thank you
Ben
for your
İrfan
time.
Çetin
Thank you
Kuş.
for your expertise. Right to my side. I learned
Hatalarım
a lot the
olduysa
last 3
affola.
days, and I hope
Kendinize iyi bakın.
you enjoyed
Hoşça kalın.
your debut on the Nations Cup microphone in the year 2025.